Hey, welcome back. We're back at the, what I assume is a dead dog, and so we're gonna go to the end of this alley and try and find our daughter. Now, I managed to fix something, for example. Look at that. The menus are big. Also, I'm apparently hurt, so we're just gonna use a health drink. You notice the frame rate's a little down, but what I did before was, when it was all choppy, I lowered the graphics and then fiddled with the sound. Apparently all I was supposed to do was fiddle with the sound. So, now we're doing better. Got a bit of handgun bullets. There's a few things here.
Is it the Cheryl sketchbook? She's at the school.
So there we go. Now we have an objective. We have to go to the Midwich Elementary School. And that's pretty much where... well, we'll see when we get there. Now, what's this? Why, it's a steel rusty pipe. This is a second melee weapon. It's not too much stronger than the knife, but it has range. And we will be using it a few times. Sorry, there's a hair in my tongue. This is the... apparently, that is Harry. Okay, I guess that's alright if you're 5. Alright, so we need to get to the school. Now let's just check our map and see how we're gonna get there. So I guess a straight route would be to go up out of the alley towards Finney Street, and then go down Levin, and then go west on Block, and then down Midwich. But there's a catch. And anyone who has played Silent Hill knows exactly that. You never ever take the straight path, and there's a very good reason why. So what we're going to do is at least go to 11th Street. Yeah, like I said, you're not going to hear the occasional footstep. That's fine, whatever. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to be checking the map a lot. So we're going to go west and then south. If you look around at all the stores, sometimes you might see something funny. Sorry about that. I forgot to mention another thing. If you see that? If you shoot a screecher enough and hurt it, it will run away. And then it will go away. I think it will heal. If you enter someplace and come out, it will have healed. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So, let's go down here. If I remember correctly, these are dogs. Which is a good chance for me to show you a melee weapon. Considering that our ammo's not looking too great. So there's a dog. Oop, I was too slow. Ah, I'm being terrible at this. There we go. Sorry about that. I used to be good enough at the game that I could take on screechers with this pipe. That's pretty good. You can move while aiming with the pipe. I forgot about that. You can't move with some other melee weapons. So one thing you can do is back up and try and swing. If you're wondering, if you tap the buttons repeatedly, you'll do the double swing. If you hold it down, you'll do the big swing. There's a lot of blood by this. That's apparently a very famous picture where he says, oh, there's probably no dogs around, and there's literally a dog attacking him. So being that we got beat up because we're bad at this for some reason, we gotta use another one of our health drinks. It looks like I don't have many, but trust me, they'll start coming fast. Alright, let's just keep going. So we're gonna go and... whoa! And that's the problem. Silent Hill just... if it wants to go the town basically itself is alive. It basically forces you to go wherever it wants. So it just will just, you know, break a road completely off. Well, that's where we just were, weren't we? Let's go check it out again. Also, a number of people know this, but if you notice the street names, they're all named after horror book artists or horror book authors. So we have to examine that note over there, and then we can look inside it and find the house key, which happens to be for this house. I wouldn't bother checking all the houses. This is like the only house you can go in. It makes it blatantly obvious which houses you have to go in. Now here is our first aid kit, which is obviously a better healing item, and we'll be using them sparingly, whatever. Get some handgun ammo. There's a save point if we need it. Yes, there is something useful, you idiot. This house is rather small. Here's a health drink. Trying to open this door. There are 3 locks. 3 padlocks. What kind of back door is this? Well, that's the town messing with you, if you're wondering. The keys for Eclipse and 3... of arrow, a line, and a circle. And yes, Harry is smart enough to put it down. So, what we gotta do? We're gonna go the arrow first, and then we're gonna go back and go down the line, turn that way, and then go to the circle. That's how I usually do things. An X on the map means that's a blocked path. And if he X's a door, that means the door can't be opened ever. If he puts a line through a door, that means it's locked, and you can open it, but just not right now. So we'll check that again. So we're going to go north and go east, but we're going to stop at the convenience store 8. I hope you can realize that's an 8. And hopefully we won't see any screechers on the way, but I guess just in case, we'll put a handgun on, because I obviously can't even take out dogs with a pipe. Thankfully there are other monsters that you can easily melee, just because they're so slow and lumbersome. Okay, seriously, these roads are huge. Usually, items will be around. Go on here. Aha! Got him. He was about ready to run away. When something dies, it's dead. It doesn't come back. If it looks like something came back, it just means it was another monster. Now, usually there's items. I was going to say there's items usually in significant places. So I think up at the northmost part of Bachman Road, there will be a couple health drinks, but there'll also be enemies. And I don't only think it's worth it to go to the convenience store for right now, which is just over here. But there is something outside of it. Got him. Oh, I missed. Sometimes they'll do that, but very rarely. So we'll go inside here. It took a little while. And we'll just look around. This is a good place to find some health items. There's also a save point, just in case you need it. I won't be saving too much. It's just how I play. I just never really save. I know exactly where to save and where not. Like, you get a lower rank. You get ranked after you beat it. You get a lower one if you keep saving. In order to get the highest rank, you have to save less than 2 times. But then again, if you want a high rank, you also have to play the game on hard, beat it in under an hour and a half, kill like so many monsters with guns and melee. It's a real pain in the ass. Okay, so right, keep heading east. I might start, editing out travel times, and then I'll just go to what is important and just say how many things I killed on the way or if I found anything. But I don't think travel times... This is the only time when, like, traveling is really bad. We've got the drop on him. Get some more ammo. I said get more ammo. This police officer is pretty lucky. What's here? The key of lion. So that's obviously got to be for one of the padlocks. Excuse me. So now we got to go across the street and down the alley. Food and liquor. Oh boy. Food and liquor, food and liquor, food and liquor. Oh, I love food and liquor. Actually, that just reminds me, if you look at the map, there's a store here dedicated to chainsaws. Why would it, like, not like tools or like, you know, saws and all that, just chainsaws. So this is where we need to go, and well, that must have been a very interesting game of basketball. And we find the Key of Woodman. I might be seeing a reference here. I'm not sure. There's nothing over there, so we'll just keep on moving. The only thing Harry doesn't mark down is if you've been somewhere and done something important, like, he doesn't, like, scratch out the line, like, oh, I've been here already. Though I think he does occasionally. I'm not sure. Okay, this alley is a dead end, but there's something at the end that's kind of worth it. Missed. Ah, he hit a wall. Puts him to a dead stop. Okay, so there is something worth it over... Yeah, here it is. 2 boxes of ammo worth about 5 shots, so there we go. There's another short dead end. You see the one over here? I think that one is a first aid kit, but it's guarded by 2 or 3 dogs. It's up to you if you want to get it, but to be fair, it is a first aid kit, and they're not rare, but they're uncommon. Here's a nice thing to know. He's right around the corner. Took one too many shots, if you ask me. Okay, so keep going. And... there's a very sturdy 2x4 for some reason, or maybe that's tree roots or whatever. Anyways, blood means that it's important, and the Key of Scarecrow. Obviously, you get it now. It is a reference to Wizard of Oz. Let me see if we can actually examine those keys. Yes. So if you want to look at the little detailing at the top of them, you can. The frame rate was good. Sometimes the menu has a good frame rate, sometimes it has a bad frame rate. I have no idea why. Anyways, so we're gonna head west down Matheson all the way to 11 and go back into that. Okay, I took out the travel time. We're at the door. So let's use it. Used 1, used 2, used 3. And no, there's no Dorothy key or Toto key. So we're in the back, and oh dear, it's dark again. And now we get to use a flashlight. And that's, I think, where I'm going to end it right there. So join me next time, where we're going to have to go through the very dark streets of Silent Hill to reach the Midwich Elementary School. Good night.